Hello and welcome. My name is Benjamin. In today's video, we'll be talking about beliefs and how they affect your reality. So the title of this video is Your Belief Creates Your Reality. Your beliefs create your reality. Beliefs are something that controls us from the subconscious mind. It is the things that makes us do certain things. It is the things that makes us experience certain things. And it is created by the information we were fed since the day we were born. It comes from what we heard, what we were told, what we observe, and the results we are getting from life. All those things contribute to create our beliefs. You see it in every area of our life. So if, for example, you are lucky in most things you do, or like everything works out for you, because of the result you are getting, you create a belief that you will have a belief which is that I am a lucky person. And because you have that belief, you will be expecting it. And because the world we live in, the 3D simulation we live in, always react to your expectations. Then because you're expecting things to be working out for you to be lucky, you keep experiencing that. And on the other hand, another person who has the opposite belief that nothing works out for me, based on the result they are getting, they will keep telling themselves that, then the result they will be getting will be confirming the negative belief they have. So to break this topic down, to explain it better, to explain this topic better, I have broken this topic down into 3 main points. The point number 1 is your belief, the architect of your world. Your belief, the invisible architect of your world. So, like I said from the beginning, that these beliefs are something that has been programmed into us. It comes from various areas of our life. It comes from the information we've been fed. It comes from our observation of our environment. It comes from the results we are getting based on the actions we put into something. So these things now create something in our subconscious mind called the belief. So let me put it together. For example, let's say you are born in a rich family, and you notice that everyone in your family is educated, and and some of them are in business, some of them are working in a professional setting, but they are all educated, and any one of them that starts a business succeeds. So in your environment has already tell you that success is attainable, that success is easy, that all you have to, once you study, you can either be working professionally or you can start a business, and through any of those 2 ways, you will become successful. So you already formed that belief. It is already embedded into your subconscious mind. So when you grow up, after you finish your study, you can decide to start your own business, or you can decide to work for someone else. But at the core of your being is that success is assured. Another person that was born in an environment that is everybody's struggling financially. If the father will go out and work from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. and comes back with very little in his pocket, the mom is always sick, the oldest brother is alcoholic, there is fighting, and the people that said you see that said they went to university or college, they don't have any job. So you form this belief that life is horrible, that no matter what you do, it doesn't get you the result you want, because you see your father go to work 7 a.m. in the morning, comes back at 9 p.m., yet he doesn't have any money in his pocket. You see your mother is always sick, that has already given you belief that life is unfair. So this creates a negative belief in your world. So you now hold on to those negative beliefs, because your belief always confirm whatever your belief work with this reality to confirm what you already expect. So because you expect hard work to lead to nothing, you could get a job and work really, really hard. They will never promote you. And even your salary will never be enough to cover your expenses, because that is what your belief is about. Because your belief is the architect that creates your reality. Whatever you believe is what you'll be experiencing. If you believe life is unfair, unfair things will be happening to you. If you believe that rich people are evil, that money is bad, you will always be poor, because you firmly believe that money is a negative thing. If you believe that let's say that women are evil, you will always be attracting evil women. If you believe that sickness just randomly come into our reality, then you'll be experiencing all kind of strange illnesses, because your belief is the invisible architect of your world. It builds your words. It's the words that is building. It is the thing that is building your reality. So whatever you internalize, that is what you'll be experiencing in the external world. As they say, as it is within, so it is without. Whatever a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if your belief is negative, you'll be experiencing negative things in your day-to-day lives. If your beliefs are positive beliefs, you'll be experiencing positive things in your day-to-day life. And this leads us to the next point, which is your brain. The brain, the ultimate yes man. You know, the thing is this: have you noticed, like, when you say I'm interested in a red, let's say yes, you say I'm interested in a red Mercedes-Benz C-Class car, you will notice that immediately you say that to yourself, I'm interested in a Mercedes-Benz C-Class red color. Everywhere you go, you'll be seeing Mercedes-Benz C-Class in red color. You'll be wondering why all of a sudden I'm seeing all these Mercedes-Benz in red color. Even though red Mercedes-Benz is not that common, but because you have chosen, you have said to yourself, I'm interested, I like red Mercedes-Benz, your brain will filter out every other cars that is not red Mercedes-Benz. And or apart from that, it will be directing you to locations whereby you will encounter a red Mercedes-Benz C-Class. That is how the brain works. Whatever you believe, your brain will agree to you. Your brain is the ultimate yes man. If you believe that life is good, your brain will say, yes, it is good. If you believe that life is unfair, your brain will say, yes, life is unfair. If you believe that you will get sick, your brain will say, yes, you will get sick. If you believe you are lucky, your brain will say, yes, you are lucky. So whatever you believe, your brain will say yes to it. Not only does it say yes to your belief, it will go out of its way to bring those things, experience into your life. It will lead you, manipulate you to a point whereby those things you believe will start happening in your life. So you have to analyze your belief, and then pick the ones that work for you. So point number one is your belief, the invisible architect of your world. Point two is your brain, the ultimate yes man. Whatever you believe, your brain will say yes, and bring that experience. Work with your subconscious mind to bring that experience into your reality. Point number three of this video is the stories we tell ourselves. You know, everyone you see walking around you right now is telling themselves a particular story. Some of them, maybe in their place of work, their boss is difficult, so they are telling themselves that this boss from this ethnicity is difficult, and this is not the first time they are experiencing this. It must be something that is related to that gender and ethnicity. Somebody else might be telling themselves story that they don't deserve love. Because they've never experienced true love for a very long time, or ever. They've never experienced true love. So they are telling themselves to that they don't deserve love. Maybe they just meet somebody, have sex, that is the best they can get. They are telling themselves those stories. Some people somewhere is telling themselves story that they are terrible in business, so they can't run any business successfully. They bring up all kinds of situations that whereby they try to run a business and it failed, and their brain will be reminding them all their business failures. So those, and at the same time, there are people telling themselves that they are the most amazing human being on earth. There are people telling themselves they are the strongest person on earth. Those stories affect our reality. The stories we tell ourselves affect what we experience. This because when you are talking to yourself in the New Thought movement, self-talk is not an innocent talk. Self-talk is seen as prayer, and whatever self-talk you are having with yourself, your subconscious mind is listening. Your brain is agreeing, and that is creating your belief which is the invisible architect of your life. So that story you tell yourself today, in 2 weeks time you will experience it. The story you tell yourself last month, maybe you're experiencing it today. So you have to pick the stories you tell yourself carefully. What kind of story are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself positive story? Are you telling yourself negative story? Are you telling yourself story of health? Are you telling yourself story of bad experiences? Because every negative experience you experience and you decide to repeat it in your self-talk, you are praying for it again. That is the sad thing. In the Bible they say, remember ye not the former things. Remember ye not the former things. Because when you remember the old things and keep repeating it to yourself, it's a prayer that you're praying to the universe. And because the forces of this nature does not differentiate between good prayer and bad prayer. They will answer your prayer because what they hear is you keep repeating the same negative stories to yourself, and they believe that you want to experience it again. So they bring it into your existence. So the stories we tell ourselves affect our belief, affect our life, affect everything concerning us, because once we tell ourselves those stories, it manifests again, and that reinforces our belief that story we told ourselves is true. So to conclude, the concluding part of this video is this: you have to audit your belief. What do you believe? Are they really based on fact? Are they believe on a one-off? Because if you have a one-off experience whereby maybe you put a lot of hard effort and resources into something and it went bad, and you now from that moment you start telling yourself that you are bad in business or you're bad in running things because you have one bad experience, then that is not based on fact. That is just one bad experience. A lot of people have failed 1,000 times and they've succeeded at the 1,001 time attempt. So that is you have to audit your belief and make sure that the story you are telling yourself is actually based on fact, not just some random experiences. Because if you tell yourself that you are bad in waking up early, then you end up waking up late all the time. Even though before you tell yourself that story, you used to wake up at 5, you could wake up at 6, sometimes at 10, sometimes at 11, sometimes at 4 in the morning, sometimes at 5 again. But because you told yourself, oh, I'm bad at waking up early in the morning, all those times you wake up at 4, 5, 6, your brain will push it aside and only focus on the time you wake up at 10, 11, 12, and 9 a.m. So because the story you tell yourself, your brain as a yes man goes out of his way to confirm it. You have to make sure that story you are telling yourself is based on fact. And if what you are telling yourself is based on fact, you can still rewrite your story. You can still tell yourself better story, because your subconscious mind does not care for what is true and what is not. You just relies on the emotion you are giving to your story. If you start telling yourself story now that you are a rich person, even though you are living in abject poverty, if you attach emotion to it, that you eventually get to the point whereby you actually believe that story you are telling yourself, the story you are telling yourself is based on fact, is the truth, your subconscious mind will start to manifest it in your life, because you have attached emotion to it. You believe in your story, even though when you started telling yourself that story, it wasn't based on fact. It was just a story you created in your mind and in your head, and you started telling it to yourself. Then you attach emotion to it. Then your subconscious mind have no other option than to bring it into your reality. So audit your belief and remove the things that are not based on fact. And if the fact is negative, change it. Change it to positive, and read books that improves your thinking, that improve your reality. Books like As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. Books like the Atomic Habits. Those kind of book create a new belief for you, because a lot of people used to say, I struggle to create a new habit. They believe that, and after they read a book like Atomic Habit, they form a new habit very quickly. Why? Because the story they were telling themselves that they can't form a new habit. Maybe the habit is like waking up early. They've been telling themselves story that they can't form a new habit, and after they read a book like Atomic Habit, and they learn how to form a new habit, within 90 days they form a new habit, and that habit have stayed with them for the rest of their life. Whereas before, the story they were telling themselves was that I can't form a new habit, and because of that, they were stuck in the story they told themselves, not in the fact, because they can and they have formed a new habit. So audit your belief, audit the story you tell yourself, and if it's negative, if it's based on if the story you tell yourself is negative, delete it and tell yourself a new story. Change your belief with new information. Believe that you can create a new reality for yourself. You can create a new life for yourself. Whatever you want, you can have it. There's a quote that says, he that believes that he can and he that believes that he can't are both right. If you believe you can become a millionaire, you become a millionaire. If you believe that you can't become a millionaire, then you can't become a millionaire, because it is you. You are the architect of your world. You are the captain of your ship. So the message of this video is that your beliefs create your reality, and you can create a new belief by acquiring better information, new information into your reality, into your intellect, into your being, and then assimilating yourself into that, into the new information you have acquired. Make it, ingrain it into your being, make it part of yourself, and start to live it. Then you realize that your life will change. Your life will change with new information, with better information. So thank you for watching this video. If you find this video helpful in any way, shape, or form, I would like it if you like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Thank you for watching, and see you on my next video. Bye for now.